Hello people, Mr. Xbox Dylan here, and today we're going to be watching a speed run I did where I got a really good run, but I died in the end, spoilers. So I'm going to start playing it and I'm going to analyze it, and basically go over my thoughts during the run, what I could have done better, etc, etc, so here we go. So yeah, first of all, we load up the world, random seed. So nothing to say yet. I paused the game really quick because I want to make sure I don't get the 5-minute lag. I want the game to catch up with me. I pressed the timer basically straight away. I'm making a few mistakes and the game's lagging a little bit. It's kind of, even though I'm using the fabric mod, it's like a performance enhancing mod that allows you, but this is obviously not the world that I did. But yeah, this is the actual run that I did. Because what I do is I basically reset any world. I don't start in a village or there's not a room portal. For the most part, if there's like some sort of cave system, I might still continue the world. But yeah, obviously I pause the game, I start the timer as soon as I unpause the game basically. I want the timer to be as accurate as possible, and I believe the in-game timer is like based on how much time is actually spent in the game even before you start it. So that's why I paused the game straight away, just so the in-game timer is as accurate as possible to the actual time that I spent playing the game, and not looking around in perspective or something like that, even though that's technically still. I'm thinking about whether I should make an axe here to get wood, or if I should just get stone, I mean. So basically I'm just, doing the typical speedrunner thing where you get stone. I know I could have just continued to the village and got stone there, but I figured I'm here, I'll do that. But yeah. So yeah, my crafting right here is really bad. I'm super slow, so it takes like 50 years to craft everything that I actually needed. I'm getting more wood here because I need wood for COD strats, so I'm getting that. I go through. I'm just getting more wood because you never know. Sometimes you need extra wood just for. I go to destroy a leaf above me because you don't know how. I'm terrible at navigating sometimes. I see there's a cave system down there, so I avoid it. Obviously, I'm partially looking for the iron golem. I see that there's a room portal there. I did see that room portal, back there, and yeah, I go to make all my stuff. I need I'm making a composter and I'm making a fishing table. Obviously, I'm kind of fucking up the crafting a little bit. My planks are all over the place. So yeah, I just continue to craft everything that I need. I organize a little bit. I see that there's a house here, so I go to get the bed. I'm not super great at houses. Sometimes I might accidentally bump into a wall, like you saw there, and I did it again. So I need to kind of practice going into village houses without making any sort of minor hiccups. It's like a millisecond time loss. I go to mine the cobblestone here. I should have probably. I don't have iron yet, but once I get iron, I should probably make a iron pickaxe. But I'm just grabbing all the hay bales that I need right now. So I need around about 7 hay bales to get emeralds. I'm just looking around, thinking about what I should do. This is kind of a mistake that I make. I accidentally placed my. This was really funny, but I accidentally placed my thingo. I go to hit the golem here. I'm missing. I really suck at the game. I just show how bad I just get annoyed and go, yep, if I die, I don't care. But yeah, I missed the golem 50 billion times. I'm just so amazing at the game. But yeah, I'm getting all these critical hits, as you would. Some people don't like jumping constantly, but the amount of hunger that you lose is negligible. I go to destroy it. I should have made a I'm pick here, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm just navigating through the houses. I'm like, yep, I gotta get that. A part of me was even just considering making a new one. Because, I mean, the amount of time waste you do just getting back up there, it probably would just be faster than, like, around about the same amount of time. Who knows? But yeah, I make the iron pick. I use my hoe. I'm like thinking about, like, just jumping on top, getting this goddamn fishing thing. I'm like terrible. This is like a terrible village for me. Like, I'm really making a lot of mistakes. I'm kind of rusty at this point in time. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm managing my inventory. I'm being kind of slow. I'm not that good. Like, I'm making so many mistakes right now. I like go into this village house. I'm trying to go for 7 beds. I get that emerald, so the fact that I made the composter was a time waste. So yeah, I'm thinking about making just doing the COD strat right now. All I need is one of these villages to be cooperative, and I see that there's a village obviously on his way now. So I'm like, okay, hopefully he's got the trade. He doesn't have the trade, so now becomes the fun part, of the run, where basically. And it does, I do get decently lucky. There are so many times where I'll spend like a whole minute or even 2 minutes sometimes just trying to get the bucket trade, and it just doesn't happen. But obviously I just go for the, I'm like massively fucking up here, like accidentally press hitboxes off. Well, I think that was intentional, but yeah, I was just making a lot of mistakes. I was being super slow. But yeah, I got 7 beds now. I can 7. If I can't 7 bed the dragon, I don't deserve this. Beat the dragon basically. I'm thinking, yeah, I need to go. It's like 5-minute village is not that good. I only got 15 bread. This will be important later on. But yes, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm going over here. I do like this portal basically takes 50 billion years. I get the gold. There's a decent amount of iron in here, so I'm it's called Curse of Binding, which means I can't take off the armor. It just stays stuck. But yeah, I'm being really stupid right now. I just that's dead water. It's not real water. So when I go to place the water, it's obviously not real, which is super annoying. It happens. I'm like, I'm being super indecisive. I'm not sure what to do. I'm really bad at making, when it's not like regular surface lava, and this is like ruined portal lava, I just go fuck it, I'll make the portal, I'll make it here. This took like forever to make. I believe I entered a nether around 10 minutes or something close like that. It's ridiculously bad. I'm like fucking up. I'm like, yep, that's just how it goes. Now, probably reset, but I just want to enter the nether, and it's like, and then reset, because that's just how runs go. You reset when you get into the nether, so it's like, fuck it. I'm like trying to remember how you do this. I'm like, yep, okay, this should work. So I put my bucket in an area where I can actually press a keybind, and I can actually get to it really quick. So yeah, I'm just being super slow. It's taken like 50 years. And it should be noted that I don't have flint yet, which is going to be important, because obviously I'm trying to think, where do I put it, because there's all this obsidian. Yeah, I'm like super good at the game. Taking my goddamn time with this portal. It's taken like I'm really frustrated at myself at this point in the run. I'm like, just, man, this sucks. Like, I'm not usually that slow, but I was just being really slow that particular time. This was like one of the first runs of the day, like an actual run that I was playing anyway. Yeah, I thought I was gonna fall far, but it turns out, and I get decent flint luck, if you want to call it that. Obviously I'm making, because I noticed that I didn't have flint still, so yeah, I'm making it now. I'm seeing the axe. I'm managing my inventory. I'm just throwing out this hoe, which actually will be relevant later. It's kind of annoying. There's not much I can do about that. I want to conserve this axe for decent. I'm just grabbing a bunch of wood, because I might need wood for the nether. Sometimes you need extra blocks to, like, if I'm in a Soul Sand Valley, I'm gonna need wood basically, like, because you don't want to be navigating Soul's End Valley without soul speed or some blocks, and sometimes you need blocks to bridge over like small areas or areas that are just kind of awkward to navigate regardless. But yeah, I go to grab this gold block because I'm thinking basically dead run at this point, like a really bad time. I'm like fucking, I'm super bad. I'm being really ridiculously slow. But yeah, I grab that. I have to wait for all this water to go down. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the water. It's like so fun. I made a mistake where like I destroyed all the lava and I don't get lava here. I'm switching between windowed mode to see like what my time is. I see that my never entry is basically 9 minutes. Well, 9 minutes 10 seconds, something like that. I'm putting in the court. This won't be relevant. This was just a time waste. But yeah, usually if I get an ocean monument run, it will be worth it. I'm looking for like any sort of structure right now. I'm in like the negative or something like that. I can't remember what my chords are at this point in time. I'm grabbing an extra wood because, as I said before, I want to have a decent amount of blocks. Just to navigate. I'm looking for. I'm in between like. I'm looking at my chords and I'm seeing that I want to go negative because I'm already negative. Basically, but I know that like I get a lot of good luck when it comes to finding like fortresses in Crimson Forest. So I'm trying to see if there's a fortress or something in any structure really. I'm using like the fabric. I'm using like a mod or something. Allows you. I believe it's the sodium mod that allows you to use planar fog, which is now allowed. It's because certain GPUs or CPUs or something like that, like certain computers, have this naturally. I just fall because it's like, well, I'm not going to die from this, and if I fall in the lava, I just don't deserve to continue this run. And I make a boat because sometimes you just need a boat to avoid fall damage, and I am pretty low on food. You'll notice that I only have 13 bread. One of the good things about a village is you usually have a lot of food, so I have like the opposite problem. I opted like even with my I usually don't get bad times like this. I'm just looking for any structure. I'm looking for anything. I just decide for some reason to get more wood. Like I figure I need more wood. I'm assuming that I believe I saw a bastion or something. Okay, I haven't seen the bastion at this point, but there is a bastion. I'm looking for any structure, like, because I'm kind of far out in the negative. I'm thinking about whether I should go back. I'm getting this gold, but yeah, I'm getting this gold. I'm looking for a structure. There's a bastion right there. You can see the gold blocks, but I don't think I've seen it yet. I think maybe I did see it. Like. Yeah, okay, I think at this point I've seen it because I'm making boots. Like, yeah, I remember this. A gas was attacking me while I was crafting. I was just, like, super annoyed. But yeah, at this point I've definitely seen the bastion. I'm, like, looking for, like, where I should just bridge over. There's, like, a Soul's End Valley in this general area, and that's what... There's, like, a bunch of... gases being super annoying. But yeah, you'll see that it just gets more annoying as time goes on. But yeah, I'm like being super slow. I'm taking 50 years to get up this small area. But yeah, I'm 12 minutes in. This is actually a pretty decent time despite the fact that I entered the Nether at 10 minutes. Well, basically, right? So despite the fact that this is like a really bad Nether entry time, this is still really good to find a bastion. You can still if depending on how good lucky you are, you can still sub 30 with like a run like this, even with this late of a Nether entry, because bastions are just amazingly good. I'm like thinking about, yeah, I'll throw a bunch of stuff down here, get someone trading. I'm just getting way too much gold blocks at this point, like but I'm just figuring I'm gonna need all this gold because I'm gonna go and I don't know why I did this. I would have just been faster to mine the gold blocks, but I guess I figured I might as well. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing it like I know how to play bridge bastions for the most part. Like I see there's this lava here, so I'm trying to avoid it. I turn off my hitboxes because I just don't want to deal with like I want to know the difference. Sometimes I can't tell the difference, but I don't know why, but these piglins can't seem to get to me, so I'm like, okay, I need to make a bridge, but I haven't noticed that just yet. Like, I'm being super dumb. I'm just like, okay, these guys are not cooperating. I don't know why I did this. Like, don't ask me. I'm just playing super slow. Like, I'm super indecisive. But I'm just trying to get them to come up here. Now they're finally being cooperative. I'm like, okay, I was thinking about boxing them in, but it's like, why even bother? So I just go up here. I throw in more gold. I'm digging up because I'm pretty sure that like there should be an area where more piglins are. So I'm basically digging to find more piglins, and I get what I want. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna mine and see these piglins. I could have mined gold block, but I really didn't want to fuck this up, so I didn't do that. Because I have died a lot of times to in bastions and stuff like that. I pick up the gold again, I believe, so I just throw more gold at them. I'm trying to see where I should go. I'm pretty confident that this is the way I should go, but I'm like looking around me. I'm like, okay, this is not what this place is supposed to look like. I don't know why it's like this. I'm looking for chests, and this is like, I'm either navigating it incorrectly, but I'm like looking around for a chest. But I'm like, okay, I don't know why I'm not finding it, but it's not here. Like the thing that I'm looking for. I see a chest here because I'm like trying to find obsidian. I need obsidian really badly. I make a bunch of piglins mad, but it's like, who cares? I'm looking for a chest, like the double chest area, and I'm just not finding it. The piglins are still angry at me, so I don't want to go down there. Like, there have been so many runs where like I'll die jumping down or something like that. So I'm like trying to be a little more cautious, which means I'm being a little bit slower. Like I'm thinking of just going on top of here. So I guess I go up top of here for some reason, thinking it's a good decision. So yeah, oh man, yeah, there's like a gas right there. That was really funny. I'm looking around trying to see where a chest is. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna bother. It's too much hassle. I just want to get some trades, and these guys weren't trading, so that was kind of a time waste. I'm just falling. I placed double blocks for some reason. Like, I see pearls, so I'm like, okay, I got plenty of pearls. Like, well, I don't have all the pearls that I want, but I got a decent amount of pearls. I got like 4 obsidian, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, I see 4 obsidian in my hotbar. Oh well, in my inventory. At this point in time, I have a decent amount. I'm just like, yeah, and this gas was like shooting me from like a super. It was like just able to see me, and I'm like trying to make it so like I can have more string. I'm making glowstone in case I need to make a respawn acre. It's kind of a it's not a strat you should be implementing unless you think you're gonna die, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing it. I'm like throwing these in gold. I'm just like, look, please give me the gold that I need. I'm like, I get like so much fire res in this run. It's ridiculous how much fire res I get. I see this piglin's on fire, which is kind of funny. He dies, whatever. I'm like trying to think, what do I not need? I don't need this lever, I don't need these quartz, but I'm like, I don't want to pick up any of the gold and have to throw it back at him. So yeah, I should have grabbed all this string, I guess. Like, I got plenty of beds, so I don't need string, but like, in case you need string for beds, it's a good strat. I'm like, okay, I don't have enough things. I get like a kind of a time waste over here, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the stuff I don't need. I got 10 obsidian, so that's good. I was like, so I've got all the obsidian I need, basically. Oh yeah, and this hoglin attacks me. I didn't notice this hoglin until it attacked me, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't have lava in my bucket, and you know, this is a whole thing. It's kind of annoying. Like, I'm being super bad right now at this game. Like, I swear sometimes I just suck. I'm realizing I don't have my crafting table on me, and I was thinking about making... I don't know what I was thinking about, to be honest. I don't know why I was thinking I needed a crafting table, but at this particular moment I was thinking about a crafting table. Like, he attacks me again. He's just being super annoying. And the ghast is still in the background. Like, I could have died to a ghast here, to be honest. I'm just thinking about what I should do. I'm not sure, and I nearly die here, which is so bad. Like, I can't believe like, if I died here, the run would have been dead. Like, I wouldn't have even... It would have just been dead. So, yeah. That just happens. But yeah, I'm like trying to avoid even interacting with the... Like, the ghast is shooting me. It's been, you know... This ghast is so annoying, man. And like, I'm just picking up everything. I pick up the gold. Like, I'm trying to make it not destroy any of the items. Like, I see, there's so many pearls, it's honestly ridiculous. I traded like 19 gold blocks or something ridiculous. This ghast is still shooting me. I'm like hiding behind this pillar, just waiting for all my trades. And yeah, like, like, they're shooting at the pigmen, and I'm like, okay, really? Well, the piglin, I mean. And yeah, I'm like, okay, these guys have been annoying. Well, I need all my, like, I have 12 obsidian, I basically have everything I need at this point, so I'm thinking, okay, I might as well just get out of here. Like, this is, and I need to figure out what my coordinates are here. This is pretty funny. So I grab up my axe and I just attack it, and it dies. That's pretty funny. I was just like, man, that ghast was causing me so much problems. I'm trying to think about which direction I should go. I'm thinking, okay, the Crimson Forest doesn't look like super easy to navigate. And yeah, I'm just trying to think about which direction I should go at this point. So I'm like just sorting out my inventory. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use these extra pearls. I'm like, yeah, and I get attacked by this hoglin, man. I could have died there. I could have, depending, if I got like a decent amount of knockback. Because I was like crouching there, and I believe when you're crouching, they don't knock you back as far. Like, I'm assuming that's how it works. I'm not actually too sure though. Someone can correct me if I'm mistaken. But yeah, I believe I'm trying to go into positive or something. I'm not entirely sure. Because I was already in a negative, so I'm thinking positive. Because there should be like a Nether Fortress and positive, and I believe that Bastion was spawned inside of the Crimson Forest or the Soul Sand Valley, whatever it was. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go down here. And I'm like looking around for structures. I'm like looking for any structure. Like, I just want a fortress. If I find another bastion, it's probably a dead run. But I see I'm still in the negative, and I'm trying to figure out which direction. Like, okay, I think, okay, I need to go in this Crimson Forest. So yeah, I'm like grabbing this 5-res because you don't know how often like, one of the most common ways I die in this game is pearling and falling in lava. It happens so frequently. I'm just not really good at pearl throwing, and a lot of the time, like so many times I don't have enough 5-res. I'll have one 5-res, and I want at least 2 5-res, because a lot of the time I'll have maybe an ocean monument, or I'll get one 5-res trade out of a whole bastion, because a lot of the time the bastions I get aren't the bridge bastions where you get a lot of gold blocks. I usually get like the stables, or sometimes the housing bastions. I like the stables and the bridge bastions. I see a fortress here, and I'm like, okay, this is the run. Okay, like 20 minutes, like this is really good time for me. Okay, like I'm thinking, I hear wither skeleton, so I think, okay, I don't want to go there. I don't want the wither skeleton. Like, I'm kind of nervous, a little bit nervous, because I don't, and see, this is where the hoe would have came in handy. It would have been really nice. So yeah, this whole thing is super annoying, but at least it didn't destroy, like, I get like amazing blaze drops. I get 1, right, 2. That's it. My blaze drops here are like insanely good. I'm like, what am I, dream? Am I getting, like, what is this? Is this game rigged? I'm just thinking about what I should do. I'm thinking about making like a hoe or whatever. I'm trying to make a helmet and I'm just sucking. I'm just thinking, man, I thought I made it and I thought I made it again, but I for some reason I wasn't clicking on it, and then I was like, okay, finally. I hear the like things. I could have technically, I guess, I could have made a respawn anchor here, but I had like 3 or 4 5 resistance or something ridiculous. So I think that's my 3rd blaze drop in a row, and I'm like, okay, that's insane. 4 blaze drops in a row. I don't think I got a blaze drop there. So I believe at this point in time I have 4 blaze drops or something. So 4 out of 5 is really good, like insanely good. I'm just trying to get rid of these. Like I could have made a hoe or something with the leftover iron I had, but I was like, it's like, who cares? But yeah, you see I have 4 blaze drops. It's out of 5. So like kills, that one doesn't drop 1, so it's 4 out of 6, 4 out of 7, and 4 out of 8. So it equalizes, you know. I'm like, okay, man, can I just get more blaze drops like I was earlier? Like, I know I don't have the dream mod installed, but come on, dude. So I'm just like, you know, trying to get these dream blaze rods, but they're just like, you know, I believe that's 9 blaze drop, 9 kills, 10. I believe I have like close to the amount. I run out of 5 resistance. I don't want to die. I'm like kind of nervous right now. This is my last spread, and I realized, well, I can still, I got plenty of 5 resistance, so I'm gonna get food in the overworld. I'm gonna need to get food in the overworld, because I didn't bother grabbing like extra wheat or any mushrooms or anything. I was just relying on getting really lucky, and I guess I did in a way get that luck. I'm just kind of using this Crimson Forest thing, like Crimson Forest tree or whatever, to block me from being hit, despite the fact that I've got 5 resistance. I'm just being really bad at the game. I don't think I have 5 resistance right now. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't believe so. I believe I'm waiting for one more blaze rod because this is really good time for me. Like 26 minutes with already all my pearls. This is like already 10 minutes above like my current personal best in terms of how much blaze rods and pearls I get, because I get all my blaze rods in my previous run in my personal best by like 19 minutes, and then by 35 minutes I have all my blaze rods or something, all my pearls I mean. So this is still better. This is currently better than my personal best by like a good 10 minutes or roundabout. I'm like, okay, no, I don't want to go that way. This little hoglin's being annoying, so I just hit it. Baby hoglin, I'm like trying to avoid this daddy hoglin, and I'm going towards minus 200 because I'm thinking, well, this is direct to general. Like then this Crimson Forest was being super annoying. Like you know, it was just being annoying. Like I was being super slow. I was kind of nervous at this point. I've never had a run where it was like this good. Basically, I'm trying not to fuck up the portal. It's like, okay, I can't fuck this up. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, and I go to jump and place 1, but I need to destroy this stupid thing. I don't know why I did this, but I just like did that. I accidentally, luckily I had enough. I'm like, okay, 1 obsidian left, doesn't matter. I exit the Nether in less than 30 minutes, which is really amazing for me, like ridiculously good for me. I spawn in a cave and the water nearly pushes me back in the portal. I experience 5-minute lag here, roundabout. Like I'm about to experience 5-minute lag, and I'm like digging up. I noticed that thing, and this is where I start to experience 5-minute lag. The game's like slowing down. You'll see like how the time is still going, but my game's like slowed down to a bloody. I'm really hoping that a trident drowned hasn't spawned or something, because like there have been times where I'll exit the nether and a trident drowned will be like right there to welcome me and just give me a nice trident to the face, and you can die really quickly to a trident guy, even with decent. I got some decent armor. It's not like gold isn't the best armor, but I mean I got an iron boots, and I'm pretty stacked in like for a run of this pace. I don't know why. I was just like thinking about how much pearls I should craft into blaze rods, into ender eyes. I mean, I'm just kind of thinking about what I should do. Like I'm wasting so much time. I'm like I don't know what I think. I realize my stone axe is basically dead, so yeah, I'm just like grabbing some stone, I guess, to make another stone axe. But yeah, I'm just making a stone axe because I'm slow. I suck at the game. I'm like throwing it, seeing where it goes, turn on my hitboxes to make sure I don't forget to grab this eye. But yeah, I'm like putting blocks down in the general direction I was facing. I'm just sorting out my inventory, I guess. I think I experienced 5-minute lag again. I'm like looking for wood. I don't realize I don't have wood. But yeah, there was just so much absolutely garbage in my inventory. I don't know. Yeah, my game's just being weird, and I finally, it takes me a good fat minute to make this goddamn axe. I guess I'm just grabbing more. I don't know why. I'm gonna place down a bed here because like this is the best pace I've been on in a while. Like the best pace I've ever been on. Like not just a while I've ever been on. I've never left the nether this early. So basically, I'm thinking about like I'm trying to think about what I should do. I place down my boat here. I'm going in the general direction. I remember the ender eye going. I believe I'm like kind of off by a decent mile, but I noticed that my minus C chords are going down, and my X chords are going up. So I'm figuring that's a good thing. I'm thinking, okay, the stronghold's kind of close. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm thinking, okay, these chords are indicating that the stronghold's close. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like I'm trying to pick up this boat, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so bad at the game. And even though I end up just going back in, see, I'm like so bad. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm so bad at the game. There's so many mistakes that I make. Like that's part of the reason why the run is not as optimized, and like I'm not mechanically great at the game. I see a village. I could, if I didn't already had beds, and if I didn't already get a bastion, this would probably be a good time to get beds. But I do think this is a good time to get food. So I'm thinking, okay, well I can get food here. I'm looking for the wheat. I see the wheat over there. I'm gonna craft a new hoe. So yeah, I'm being super. I go to craft a hoe with the goddamn planks. I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, I'm so bad. I don't know why I was doing that. That was me being bad. Like 4. But right now my nerves are kind of shot up a little bit. I'm kind of nervous. I'm trying not to be nervous because like being nervous always causes you to lose, and to make so many being nervous causes you to make so many mistakes. It's ridiculous. I'm still thinking that ender eye is in this direction, so I'm going in this direction. I'm gonna throw another eye soon, but I'm thinking, okay, is it this direction? I see like I'm just making all my food now, I guess. But yeah, I was hungry enough where I needed food anyway. So I'm just thinking about throwing the eye here because depending on which direction. And I noticed that it goes that direction. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I was like, was that off? that eye breaks, but it doesn't matter because I got 8 blaze rods specifically because I wanted to make sure I had plenty of blaze rods. But yeah, I'm just being super bad at the game right now, and yeah, this was such a crazy run. I really need to stop fucking up end fights. I've fucked up like 3 end fights, I believe, in the past month or so that were all like, one of them was slightly over an hour run, but it would have been better than my previous PB, which was 1 hour and 18 minutes, which is a really bad time, by the way. It's like terrible. And this time should be indicative of, with the right luck, any runner can really get a good run. You know, I'm not that skillful at the game, and I still get, like, this could have been sub 45 or something, which would have been an insane time for me. I would have loved my personal best to be that much bigger than my last one, because I feel like I'm so much better than I was before. But you know, I fuck up in the end fight, and you'll see. I'm spoiling it, but it's like, yeah, that's just what happens. I'm thinking the strongholds here, like I'm thinking strongholds here, and it is basically here. It's like in this general area, and I'm like, okay, it's basically here. I throw a few more pearls because I want to be exact on where it is. Like I got some time to spare. Like I'm not just rushing to get. I throw it and it like it goes into the tree or something. I go to grab it, but I believe the eye break. And no, it doesn't break. But I for some reason I go to grab this eye. I think I got a 0 eye though. I'm just being bad at the game. Like the water slows me down a little bit. Yeah, but it's dead water. It's dead water, and I pick up those goddamn seeds again. But it's basically right here. I'm thinking about, okay, I need to throw it one more time and I'll be able to kind of narrow it down. And I'm like thinking, okay, it's basically here. And I'm going to use the 4x4 strat. I'm going to make basically the rest of the pearls that I need. I have so many pearls left over, it's actually ridiculous. For some reason, I'm like trying to organize my inventory a little bit. Like I don't need. I got so much junk in my inventory. This was an insane time for me though. I'm like trying to think. I think I'm like okay, use F3. I'm like trying to think of like where I should dig. I'm like looking for 4-4. I'm like, okay, it's right here. So I just dig down here. So this could have theoretically been sub 40 if I got really lucky, but this was more sub 45 pace for me. So yeah, I fall nearly in the middle. This silverfish was being annoying. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make sure I remember where the staircase is. This silverfish is attacking me. I kill it. I'm like, okay, where is it? Like, so many of my runs will spend way too long, because I'm not really good at navigating the stronghold. It's one thing that I need to practice a little bit more. I'm like, okay, I don't want to even bother going that direction, so I go this direction, because there's like a set amount of rooms that like the stronghold room portal or whatever can spawn from you. So I'm thinking, okay, it's not that direction. I'm gonna go down here. I don't think it's down here either, but for some reason I continue. Like, I'm just continuing to go down. It shouldn't be this far away. I've gone through like 50 billion rooms. I'm thinking, okay, no, it's not here. This was a pretty big stronghold, I think. I can't remember, but it was kind of a decently sized stronghold. But yeah, I'm just like, okay. There was a zombie, I believe, that was attacking me. I hear like lava pop, so I gotta dig it through this wall, but it's like, okay. But yeah, I'm just navigating the stronghold super terribly. I'm like, I see the skeleton there and I'm like, yay. I go to, and I get cocked by the door. I'm like, okay, really, dude? I'm just like, fuck it. I'm thinking, okay, is it here? Because I got a good idea where to Like, I get lost really easily. I'm terrible at directions. I'm thinking, okay, is it here? I'm thinking, okay, it's not through there. It's not through there. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to go back towards the... it's like, okay, it's right here. So I mine that. I see that it's a 0i, of course. That's just, I'm not going to complain. So this is like a 40-minute entry. It could have been 40-minute entry. I'm like super nervous, so I like destroy the lava. I'm really being careful, trying to make sure I don't misplace an eye or anything. Because yeah, I still had like enough for 2 more eyes. Because I think only 1 of my eyes broke, so I guess I got 1 or 2 of my eyes broke. I can't remember how many. But I got kind of lucky on the like ender eye breaking luck or whatever. Not breaking anyway. I'm like, okay, I want to make all my stuff before I enter the end. I'm like trying to think of what I don't need. I'm just throwing out anything. I should have made like a safety bed, I guess. But I really don't want to have to make a safety bed. I want to just be able to kill the dragon first try. But yeah, this happens sometimes. Like, I don't know why I got rid of... I was thinking of doing pillaring strats or something. I don't know what I was doing. I was just being slow at this point. Like, I could have entered now and it would have been fine. But yeah, I just enter and go fuck it. Like, I go to use my pickaxe and it's like, oh, I'm retarded. So yeah. I just mine. So yeah, I'm mining up. And it's just me. Like, I use the I use the hitboxes. I'm trying to organize my inventory. And I don't plan to use pillar strats here, because the last time I used pillar strats I died, so I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to accidentally die again. And you'll see that I still end up fucking dying, which is annoying. I just really want to complete a run, and it's like, I just can't complete a run to save my goddamn life. It's so annoying. Like, this was the best run I've ever had, and I just die. It's so goddamn annoying. Like, I was just so nervous. Like, my hands were sweating and everything. I was so goddamn nervous. Like, I'm trying to, like, I don't think my render distance was far enough, so I couldn't see if it was perching. I should have gone in a little closer. I don't know what I was doing here. Like, I was being super bad at the game. I see that it's perching and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna reach there. I kind of fucked up. Like, I'm super nervous. And I fucking don't get there in time. I still would have had to set up the slabs. So I'm just punching it. I'm not doing any damage to it. It doesn't matter. So this could have been theoretically around about a 43-minute kill if I didn't fuck up here. So yeah, this was really embarrassing. So yeah, I'm just trying to do any damage despite the fact that it's going to heal completely back up basically. And I'm like, man, I suck at this game. And at this point I should have placed the cobblestone slabs. This is where I kind of fuck up. I should have placed the cobblestone slabs here. I don't know why I didn't. Like, I should have just placed them because I don't even have them in my inventory right now, like in my hotbar. I'm looking at the time. I'm like kind of annoyed at myself. I'm really pissed off at myself going, man, I should have been able to do this. Why do I suck at this game? I should be placing the... I see that it's like spinning. I'm not entirely sure when it's supposed to. Like, I should have been placing the slabs here, like, to be honest. I'm looking at myself and going, man, I could have done so many things better. Man, this is annoying. I think it's at this point that I realized I should probably place the slabs, because this end portal thing, whatever you want to call it, is like in kind of an awkward area. I think it's about to perch right now. I don't know why I don't know why I'm taking so long to place down these slabs. I suck at this game, I swear. Like, I place it in the wrong area. You're supposed to place it slightly above that. I see it's basically gonna perch here, and I like when you do that, they become full blocks. I see that it's like It's on a, I waited too long and I get flung in the air. I try to get my water. I die. I fucking die. And yeah, it kind of sucks. And that's the run, unfortunately. It was an amazing run. I got like ridiculous pearl trades. Obviously I traded like 19 gold blocks, so of course I'm going to get a decent amount of pearls from that. And you can see that's where the run ends. You can see the seeds like right there. If you enjoyed like this video, let me know. If you'd like more videos like these, I can obviously make more videos like these. Unfortunately, you get a dead run. Like, I made a lot of mistakes in this run, and you know, this could have been this was like one of the best seeds that I've ever gotten, because a lot of the time I'll find a bastion, I'll go into the incorrect quadrant, and I won't find I won't find a fortress, or I won't find you know, I won't find some that I need to actually. I won't find, like, sometimes I'll look for a fortress, won't find a fortress. Sometimes I'll look for a bastion, I'll find a bastion. Sometimes after a bastion, I'll be looking for a fortress and I'll find another bastion. And those sort of things can kill a run. Like, a lot of your runs die in the Nether, and at least 90% of your runs are going to die to the Nether. Any run you get, you should try and get to the Nether. Like, any run that seems like it's worth trying out, you should try and get to the Nether as quickly as possible. That's kind of the aim of the game. 3-4 minute Nether entries are amazing. 5-minute entries are kind of good, but still not amazing. And 10-minute entries like I got were terrible, but you can see that I nearly got a sub 45-minute run. Like, if I had have actually successfully killed the dragon, it would have been a sub 43-minute run. So it just shows you, you know, you can get a good, like, even with, this wasn't like even a crazy good seed, it was just a above average seed. Like, for me at least, because obviously you can get way better seeds. I've had like a run where I had a monument, I entered it for around about the same amount of time with a monument, and I found a fortress. I had all the obsidian plus all the pearls, gold that I needed, but the blind travel was just really terrible. So even that far in a run, you can just have a run completely die because too bad blind travel even. And that's kind of the risk with blind travel, and that's what I did earlier in the run. I did blind travel, but yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed, and that's that.